Welcome back to another YouTube channel episode of Coaching Process Wins, always brought to you by coachingprocesswins.com. And I'm really excited to share with you today, but I'm going to give you spoiler alert here, okay? Shameless plug, but I think great value is going to be added. And that's, again, going back to the why of Coaching Process Wins is to help coaches with the process to grow the game. And that's always our why. So I want to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. There's going to be some very good, interesting material in here, but I'm going to make a shameless plug or two along the way too, trying to be transparent. Go to coachingprocesswins.com. Get your winner's creed. It's a free download. Coaches are really liking this thing. One of them says here, the good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. The winner's creed. Go to coachingprocesswins.com and get a free download. What we're putting up today is something I've been talking about on our podcast, Jim McKenzie's The Winning Edge. This was written in 1966. You can get your copy of that again on the website. And he delivers 20 musts from his experience with Coach Bear Bryant as a player at the University of Kentucky before Bear went to Alabama, coaching under the great Frank Broyles, who put more coaches into the Hall of Fame than maybe anybody in the history of football at the University of Arkansas. Jim McKenzie was the head football coach at Oklahoma for 1 year. He collapsed out of a fatal heart attack and died after that season. And that's why he was only there 1 year. But he set out in 1966 to say these are 20 musts that must happen in order to win football games and to have a successful season. That's called The Winning Edge. That's detailed today on the website. It's also detailed the last two podcasts of Coaching in the Car, brought to you by coachingchoice.com or coachesprocess.com. So I'm thinking about this book up here. Anyway, sit back. I'm going to give you some good value. I'm going to help you see something that just thrills me. I felt like I was sort of an insider here. So let's get right to it. Enjoy this. Enjoy this. I'm enjoying it. So let's go. I warned you, if you stayed with me here on this episode of Coaching Process Wins, I said I was going to make a shameless plug. I feel like it's a value add, though. Alex Kirby wrote Every Play Revealed, and I've got my editor here opened so that I can follow with the screen here to show you what I'm going to be showing you next. So don't cheat and go ahead. You can't see those anyway. But anyway, on coachingprocesswins.com, one of our first products is Every Play Revealed. Alex Kirby takes the New England versus Atlanta Super Bowl, probably the greatest Super Bowl ever played, and really dives deep into some things that made this game great. But as a coaching tool, a coaching resource, a hardcore fan resource, man, this geeks me up. And because I saw some things in there that, watching the game, heck, whether you were sitting in the stands or watching the game on TV with 80 billion other people, the commentators don't have the time to pick up some of these things. And so in Every Play Revealed, where every play is diagrammed, analyzed, and dealt with, I think there's some amazing things that Alex came up with. I'm going to give you a few examples of these. And you can get your copy at coachingprocesswins.com. Every Play Revealed, New England versus Atlanta. Here's a play that happened, and another reason that I'm keeping this open. This was late in the third quarter. In fact, there was a penalty, and it bled over into the fourth quarter. And heck, it's a punt. You may have been going to the beer and getting a refrigerator. Anyway, Atlanta is punting to New England. And so schematically, here we got the draw up. And Alex goes into analyzing this, but I'm just going to give it an overview and then show you a few pictures of it. Patrick Chung is lined up here over the gunner to defend him. The returner is doing the old fake them out by looking up into the sky as if the football is coming here. And you'll notice in some still shots that I have, you'll see that the Atlanta coverage team starts going it this way because this kid here, the returner, has got his hands up, looking as the ball's tracking that way. Now, Chung is just sort of jogging down, and he gets ready to set up under the football here. He's not the returner. So you see the deception that Belichick put in. As the ball is in flight, the Patriot players go to form a wall just nonchalantly. Again, everybody is being attracted to this player. This player is going to be the return man. To start the fourth quarter, it could have been the greatest play probably in Super Bowl history, and I'll go over it. But what Alex does on every play is he analyzes what happened, what you may have missed, the great matchups, things of that nature. But he makes a statement, you may have missed this, but if you look closely at the punt return scheme for the New England Patriots, you'll notice that they're trying to run a misdirection play. This is similar to the ones Chicago ran against Green Bay in 2011 and the Rams ran against Seattle in 2015. Where does Alex get this stuff? Pretty amazing. Let's look at some still clips. So start of the fourth quarter, punt. Chung is right there. The returner's out of the picture. The ball's in flight, and the returner's still out of the TV shot here. But he is acting and attracting as if the ball is going to land here. Now, the ball is actually in flight back here where Chung is going and running up under it. Now, the Patriots players are nonchalantly not drawing any attention, building a wall. As the play develops, and let's go back right here, this kid right here does a great job. This strong safety gets, if he would not have tracked Chung, and look where he comes from. If he would not have tracked Chung, all right, and the gunner would not have tracked Chung the whole way, the gunner comes off because, remember, he's going for the football, but he knew where the directional kick was going. If he'd have gone for the returner, look what would have happened. So right here, he's looking at the returner because you can see how far off Chung is set from him, and he knows that Chung's supposed to block him. If the returner can track him, there's the picture now of the returner. And Falcon player. If this thing was running through, you could see the flight of the run where these guys are going. This kid right here wises up to Chung finally and tackles Chung as he gets the ball. But you would have seen, and this is what Alex reveals in this, if he would have gone with the return man, look at that Falcon, all have an angle to the fake returner. If the gunner would have gone for the return, look at the wall. That would have been a great play for the Patriots to set up going into the fourth quarter. It would have been an amazing play. This is just one of the things that Alex reveals in a great revelation here. Let's go to the last play of the game. This is a typical picture of what Alex writes for every play. This is the very last play of the game in which the Patriots win the game on the goal line to win the game in overtime. So it's play 9 of the overtime game. It's second and goal, balls at the 2, balls on the right hash. Now, I've alluded to this in some other talking about what Alex does a great job of. And the schematics of this play are simple. It's a toss sweep. The brilliance of what the offensive coordinator for the Patriots does and Belichick does is they've already set up plays throughout the game. If you remember an earlier 2-point play where the receiver comes in motion, they're under center, and they just throw the hot right out there to him, and he scores. It was actually from over here. But they put 3 wide receiver package in an 11 personnel, and they've got the 3 wide receivers into the boundary. Now, if you'll notice, C, C, C. You know this, NFL and college for the most part, the guys that have C, in fact, the great Alex Gibbs talks about, when he talks about the great outside zone, somebody asked him, well, don't you ever block the corners? He said, shoot, we make those guys make the tackle. He didn't say it in that nice of language. But the genius of the entire thing, and what I keep alluding to in every play revealed, is the game of football has become, and I think this is filtering down and getting more and more prevalent at the high school level, matchups. Matchups in formation, matchups in personnel, matchups in packages. But the brilliance here of a simple scheme, but having the matchup knowledge and the prowess mentally to know from the New England bench is receiver matches up with corner, receiver matches up with corner, 15 Hogan matches up with corner. You got the 3 worst tacklers into the boundary running a toss sweep with a big tackle pulling. You tell me how that ends. Alex does a great job of analyzing that. Let's look at a picture of it here, just to get it in mind. Now, these pictures are not in every play reveal. These are property of somebody else. They have a big shield, so I can't show the live shots, but I'll show a few of these, and you certainly cannot put them in a book. They have some rule against that. Anyway, motion, corner matchup, cornerback matchup, cornerback matchup. Simple toss scheme. Big tackle is going to get out and lead the way. But you've got players out here on the perimeter that the Patriots have already set up to respect. You're getting grass, you're getting angles, and you're getting bad tacklers. And that's the genius of this from the Patriots side line, and that's what you'll gain. And that's what you'll gain in every play revealed. So, the Falcons know that it's a last-ditch effort. Patriots are down here at the 2. They've got to work like crazy, and they're pursuing the heck out of the ball. And this kid actually almost makes a great play to trip him up. Running back gets in the end zone, and they win the Super Bowl. But the thing that I want you to take away there is matchups. So, again, want you to go to, let me get to it here so I can remind you of it, but want you to go to coachingprocesswins.com, look at this thing, and I think there's something to gain for a coach. I think there's something to learn in terms of how Alex has uncovered some matchup, some scheme things from both sides, what the Falcons do to defense the Patriots, what the Patriots do to defense Julio Jones and stop the vaunted running game of the Falcons. So it's every play revealed, including the kicking game, every play analyzed from this year's greatest game, the Super Bowl. So till next time, from Coaching Process Wins, adios.